what's up guys? It's Paul, the Junk Removal Advisor, and I'm here to give you 6 tips on how to start and grow your junk removal service in 2019. Before I get started, I'll let you know a little bit about myself. Started my junk removal service back in 2013 with an F350. Currently, we have 3 dump trucks, a 2018 Hino 195, 2 2011 Isuzu dump trucks, and we also have 3 dump trailers. Eventually, I'll make a video on how I grew my junk removal business in the last 6 years, piece by piece. But for now, I'm gonna just tell you how to start a junk removal service in 2019. Tip number 1, you want to create a name. Now, it really doesn't matter what name you create, as long as you have junk removal or something that's associated with trash removal involved in your name. You should do good in the searches. People, when they're looking, they're just really looking for someone to remove the junk same day or relatively quickly. So as long as you got junk removal or trash removal in your name, you're pretty much good. So anything junk removal related or trash removal related, you're good. Tip number 2, you got to get incorporated. Depending on where your state is, there's different fees and there's different things that you got to do. But here in Florida, all you got to do is sign up with sunbiz.org, and from there, you pretty much can get incorporated. It's like it's $125, between $125 and $135. Tip number 3, general liability insurance. You got to have general liability insurance. General liability insurance protects you when you have a mishap that's not involve your employees at a job site. Let's just give you an example. Let's say if you're cleaning up an area and you got water all over the place that's coming from a bucket that you have or something that you have, and somebody slips and falls right then and there, your general liability should cover that. But obviously you want to check with your insurance broker to make sure that that's what it is. But general liability, $1 million coverage, you should be sufficient with that. That's very important. Number 4, going to need a truck. Now, whether it's a truck and trailer setup, like how I started, or a dump truck, which eventually you'd want to get to, or a box truck, you have to start off with a truck somehow, some way, because you got larger items. And preferably if you get a trailer or a box truck or a dump truck, that would be the ideal setup. Because when you're doing clear outs, you could end up doing 50 cubic yards out of one home. So a pickup truck won't cut it. I mean, it's good enough to get started with, but you really need a trailer, a dump truck, or a box truck. Number 5, you're going to need a website, a professionally done website, and you really need a mobile-friendly website. I'm going to make videos later on throughout the year to explain why mobile-friendly websites do perform better than not mobile-friendly websites. We're coming into a day and age where a lot of people are searching with their phones, not really desktops, so having a mobile-friendly website is key. Tip number 6, branding. You have to set yourself apart from other junk removal services. So having shirts with your names on them, with your company logo on them, business cards, passing them out as much as you can after every job that you're doing, passing them out to construction workers, to realtors, to whoever it is that use junk removal services, and people that don't use junk removal services. I mean, you just never know. Tons of people that we could be in a line somewhere and they just see it, and then next thing you know, it's a call, it's a job. I've gotten jobs that way. Essentially, the name of the game is who can show up to the job first. Who has the most exposure. The more exposure, more branding that you do, the better you separate yourself, and the easier that you get the job. Hey guys, those are my 6 tips on how to start a junk removal service in 2019. If you are trying to start a junk removal service in 2019, comment below. Let me know what's some of the things that you find difficult on starting a junk removal service. Maybe I might have some advice for you. Anyhow, the Junk Removal Advisor, Paul, signing out.